Aloha, welcome back to High Now Daily. We're hanging out with Chef Colin Hazama. In addition to also running C4 Table, he's serving as the executive chef, one of the many executive chefs for this Hawaii Food and Wine Festival that's taking place. So it's an incredible festival. Hawaii Food and Wine has grown over the years, Chef. So what can people expect this year?
So it's our 13th year, and what you can expect is some of the best things. We have 150 chefs, mixologists, and winemakers that come out. I mean, just some of the best from around the world, as well as local talent.
So yeah, and if you're not familiar, you're looking at some video here right now. I mean, the festival, it's different events, different foods, highlighting different chefs. Touch on some of the chefs that are going to be featured this year.
So we have many great events. One of our big featured events is on Thursday, November 2nd. It's over at the Lohilani Resort, and we have Chef Shota Nakajima, who's over at Taku in Seattle. We also have Chef Robin Mai from FET, of course, everyone knows, James Beard Award winner for locally, and we also have Chef Iron Chef Morimoto as well featured out there. So that's a big key one. And then on Saturday night, we're bringing back the Ko'olina event over at Aulani and Four Seasons. So that event is spectacular, and we're featuring, we have Chef Jason Peel over from Namakaze. We also have big name chefs that are coming out over there, and it's just one of the best. That's
one of those events you got to book a hotel room for that.
Yeah,
you're gonna want to stay there and enjoy throughout the night. With the Hawaii Food and Wine Festival, I seen as well, it's grown to be one of the top 10, right? Food and wine festivals in the country. Did I read that right?
Yes, we're up for that for sure.
That's incredible.
10, yeah.
Okay, so this year as well, given everything that's taken place on Maui, many chefs, many restaurants have been impacted over there as well. You guys are gonna come in and kokua in that way. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so we have the Kokua Restaurant and Hospitality Fund, and we've actually raised just under $500,000, and that money is going to go straight to the families and restaurant workers or whoever is involved with anything in the hospitality industry itself. And it's just a time that really is where we could basically contribute to all that funds to help back all these families in Lahaina.
Yeah, and what I think is so fascinating too is that when everything took place over there in Maui, it felt like a lot of the tendency was, for chefs especially, was watching what happened. Many of the chefs we've had on the show, they're just like, I got to get into the kitchen.
Yeah.
I just got to get into the kitchen. Did you feel that way as well? I mean, it's just kind of this space where you guys are able to come together, create, and try and move forward.
Absolutely. I mean, I know that Chef Hui did a phenomenal job in breaking down and doing that in Maui. I personally wasn't able to go out to Maui, but I was able to raise money for at my pop-ups, and I was able to donate with the restaurant, the Kokua Fund, and donate money back to some of the chefs, and that relationship and friendship I have with some of the chefs and their staff as well. So it's definitely hit very, very hard to home. My father and my aunt are actually from my grandparents were all from Maui, so it's definitely a sensitive subject. But at the same time, we want to make sure that now we rebuild and move forward to help out as much as we can for the families there.
That's why it is essential to continue to support our local restaurants, support our local food scene. And when you think about the Hawaii Food and Wine Festival, I think what's so fascinating about it is that when you bring in all these top-tier chefs from the mainland as well, you really kind of see the culinary respect that people have for Hawaii food and Hawaii cuisine.
Absolutely.
Do you feel that too?
Oh, absolutely. And a lot of the chefs that we bring down, they've actually raised money in their restaurants to help support Lahaina as well. And it's just awesome to be able to bring back these chefs, and they are just enjoy being here in Hawaii and being able to showcase their food and their cuisine as well, working together with the other local chefs here in Hawaii. And Chef Alan Wong, Chef Roy Yamaguchi, and then our CEO Denise Yamaguchi, she has really embodied to put everything together to make sure that we can integrate and work with them to really build this next step and this next future for the food and hospitality in Hawaii.
Absolutely. Well, big time mahalo for coming on the show, Chef. I mean, I'm biased. Hawaii, to me, best food in the world. Big time mahalo. And one more time, for people, if they want to follow you and book you for private events, how do they do it?
They can book me by clicking at either Chef Colin Hazama at c4table.com on my website, or you can go and follow me at Chef Colin Hazama on Instagram, or at C4Table C4_table.
There you go. Head to his Instagram, and all this miso butterfish, you could be enjoying it.